There we go.
All right.
And
So that being said, now you have to actually introduce the match again.
okay, so what we have here is we have King Kong versus Daniel POVPOOL Busch, otherwise known as the Demolition Man. And this is a winner's side match, folks. And King Kong goes to 6. I'm still doing administrative duties, so just bear with me here for a minute. We'll get the scoreboard updated. And here we go. We're going to get underway. Hope you're enjoying this Hard Times first Sunday of the month tournament with the extra prize money involved and 60 players today. It's going to be a long day of streaming. Going to have a lot of action coming your way all day long. And before we get started, thank you to Kamui Tips, our proud sponsor. And also, if you're just joining us, let everybody know tomorrow is going to be a big debut announcement for POVPOOL in the hard copy edition of Inside Pool Magazine. Pick one up, check it out, and the buzz will be on. Very exciting news. Unfortunately, cannot be released until tomorrow. So, all right, we got a scratch by Daniel here. Ball in hand to King Kong is probably not the thing you want to do, that's for sure. Very strong player he is. Quite a regular here at Hard Times. Home of champions. He's also a very quick player. Does not take a lot of time over shots. And now you could see right away when he hit that 5, he had overcut it, tried to slide it into Devil Pocket. Devil Pocket said, I don't think so. You're not in the center here. I'm not even going to accept you, which it will do. However, he's left Daniel with, Daniel's going to have to scooch around this 9, but he's capable of this shot for sure. Wow. Oh, did he get any kind of luck at all after that great shot? Very nice slide on that 5. Actually went rail first on that. It looks, he's queuing up like he's got enough of this 6 to pocket it in this lower left-hand corner. We shall see. Yes, he did. Nice shot. But again, wow. He's shaking his head. It's like every shot has just been something awry. Now he's going to have to masse around this 9 or jump. He may break his jump. He may, yeah, he's going to get his jump. He's a really good jumper. Really good. It would be not uncommon for him to jump and make this 7 and pull shape on the 8. I've seen him do it at home many, many times. There you have it. Nice jump. But you know, I got to tell you, nothing on table 1 here can be taken for granted. You know, you might think that, oh, well, that's not, you know, that tough of a shot or whatever, but on table 1, they're all tough. Very nice out for Daniel. Of course, I'm a little prejudiced, but no, really, I like both of these. Obviously, I like both of these players. King Kong is terrific, and of course, I'd like to see my man Dan win for sure. But whatever the outcome, that's totally okay. What's the score? All right. So they're each at 1-1 now here. Although King Kong has to go to 6 in this match. Nice break from Daniel. I think he's got enough of that too to slide that into the corner. 2 balls down on the break. He elected to play safe. I don't blame him. King Kong gonna touch the edge of that 2, park it behind the 7. We have a safety battle. Now, if I just had my hot streaming coffee, the world would be right. Nice kick by Daniel Demolition Man Busch, but it's left a wide open rack here for the King Kong. Bernard is his real name. Better known as King Kong to everybody here. Makes it into double pocket. We really don't have any trouble balls in this rack, so I do expect him to go out, although he's a little on the wrong, he's on the wrong side of the 6 right here. And he's feeling it. He's like, oh God, how did I get here? All right. So he's going to have to do a little traveling with this cue ball to pull this around for the 7. Anytime you have to let loose a whitey, it's oh, okay. He had a little bit better of an angle than I thought. Boy, he just looked at that. Okay, well, now I got to do a little work. Okay. Very nice out for King Kong here. If he pockets this 9, I expect him to. And kapow. There we have it. King Kong now 2 versus Daniel Demolition Man Busch. On the board, or on the wire with 1. This is a winner side match, folks, of this 60-player field here today. Hard Times Billiards, home of champions in Bellflower, California. Sponsored this stream, as all of our streams are proudly sponsored by Kamui Products. If you would like a free Kamui voucher, make a donation to POVPOOL of $25 or more. Go to povpool.com/donate. Okay, King Kong is pushing on this rack right now. And we will gladly send you a $25 voucher toward a Kamui tip. And they're just awesome. Daniel looking to see whether or not he wants this push. He's usually a pretty aggressive player. I don't see him giving the table back to King Kong. He usually would rather be in control at the table here. And wow. Watch out, cue ball. Whoa. Beautiful 9-ball combination. Boy, he's making me work the scoreboard now. There you have it. You know, this is a funny thing about the game of pool, especially 9-ball. Anything can happen in the blink of an eye. 9-ball slamming into that lower left-hand corner pocket. There you have it. 2-2 in a race to 5, except for King Kong's got to go to 6. Because he's considered pro level. Okay, now that was a dry break, and this is not good. This is ball in hand, or not ball in hand, but you know, pretty wide open here for King Kong. Didn't exactly get where he wanted, but see what he does. Says I'm just gonna try to combo that and play safe at the same time. And didn't quite get to either one, so he could be in trouble here on this rack. This has now opened this rack up considerably for a run out by Dan the Man. Yep. Perfect position to play this 5-9 combo. I do expect this to go down. Ka-wham! And there you have it again. Well, he's not having to work too hard at this with these combinations. Saves wear and tear, don't you know? All right, Daniel, Demolition Man, Busch, POV's own. Score 3 to King Kong 2. I'm sure he'll want to edit that part out. Oh, boy. Kapow, yeah. Kapow. Yes, World PPA in the chat room here had said they're going to have to raise Daniel's handicap. Yeah, they might have to do that. He's really been playing very good of late, and dry break, however, on this brings King Kong to the table. But for sure, when Daniel's playing every day and keeping in stroke, his game has really skyrocketed. So definitely his handicapped averages are going to be going up. He did finish third in the TAD Cup this year and was taken out by Melinda Wang, who is here today. I've been trying to get her to come into the commentary booth, but no luck as of yet. Marie Lim, tournament director extraordinaire, however, is here, sitting by me for now. She's got her hands full today with 60 of these players.
60 of these wonderful players.
Of these terrific players.
3 pros.
Yeah, there are 3. She's just reminding me there are 3 pros here today participating in this tournament.
That means that, hey, a good player that's not a pro can possibly take first of the month, first place prize this month. There's always been a pro taking it, so let's see the tournament.
Oh, she's saying that she would really love to see that a non-pro take down this first Sunday tournament of the month, because normally if there are any pros here, usually one of them is who end up taking it down, and she is saying that she would love to see it today if they actually got ousted and one of the regular Joes, sort of stepped up and took it down. So that is her wish. So let's see whether we can all kind of get into agreement on that and keep Marie happy, because that's a good thing to do, to keep the tournament director happy.
No, I'm really, really mean.
No, I think it's important to keep the directors happy. They work hard. They, take a lot of stuff, off of players sometimes. It's a hard job. Meanwhile, Daniel, Demolition Man, Dan. Very nice stroke on that 6. He's really playing. He's bearing down now. He's in it to win it. He does not want to go back over onto that one-loss side and have to come back from that, because, boy, those are tough. That's especially in a 60-player field. All right, he's left himself a little close to his work here. He sure won't need glasses to see this one. All right, let's see how he does. He's shooting into devil's pocket. He just needs to not try to overdo that shot, which he executed perfectly into that devil pocket. And then that happens. And I'll tell you what, that's just the way that goes on this table. You cannot take anything to the bank for sure. I'll tell you, it's tough. Tough. Well, let's see what King Kong does. Is he going to bank this? Is he going to try to slice it? He's going to play safe. Okay. Brings Daniel back up to the table now. Let's see what Daniel does. I've seen him go for these shots and make them. I've seen him duck and play safe. It's all how you're feeling. Oh, wow. He really spun that in. Beautiful shot. No, stop, stop, stop. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, that was such a beautiful shot. He spun that in. And King Kong thinks he has to shoot that ball in hand 9, and Daniel's over here laughing. Are you kidding? Come on. You know, come on. He's giving it to him. King Kong is now tell Daniel about some guy that made him do a ball in hand, you know, on the 9-ball shot or the 10-ball in a competition. Holy cow. Well, that was just heartbreaking. It was such a gorgeous... He just spun that 9-ball in so beautifully, and boy, that cue ball just came around and made a beeline for that corner pocket. The heartbreak of pool, boy. Wooey. Well, you gotta just pick yourself up and keep on going, because that stuff happens in this game. All right, well, what now, King Kong? Because you're going to have to play safe. He's going to put that cue ball back up above the 8 and the 5 there. Yeah, just like that. And Daniel will have to kick at this. But Daniel will also be thinking about the leave once he hits this 3. Believe me. He'll be thinking about where's the cue ball going to end up, and so how hard should I hit it, and where on the 3 should I hit it. And he was trying to kind of tie it up there behind that 9 and snuggled into that 5, and he just didn't quite get there. But good attempt. Now we have like a 1-pocket shot attempt here by King Kong. Built-in safety. Because the 5's in a bad place right now. You know, there's really not much you can do with that 5. Other than use it to put the 9 in a pocket. Okay, another beautiful shot, and I can guarantee you he played that 3 into the 7. And boy, he's just been having a bad time of it here with Whitey. It reminds me of my whole entire last year up until like the last month. Whitey kept making a beeline for a pocket somewhere. I was afraid to even shoot at anything. But there's still trouble here. I mean, although it's going to be a lot easier with ball in hand, because now you've got the ability to really put the cue ball where you want. King Kong's throwing his hands up like, you know, what? Are you kidding? But he actually may have done that on purpose. I mean, who knows? I don't think either of them want the problem with this 5. I think they're ducking. So the score right now is 3-3. Guess I could put that up while we're waiting. And somebody's going to have to deal with this 5 ball eventually. Okay, so now King Kong's looking at I gotta pocket this 3, and my cue ball needs to get over there and handle this 5 somehow, or at least get to where I can hit it. So at least that much he has accomplished. And now he's kind of throwing his hands up in the air going, okay, now what? Now that I've gotten here, what do I do? What do I do with this little mess down here? He's having a little trouble making up his mind. So he's going to attempt to just kind of do a safety shot there, and that was about the best he could do. That was well done. Good shot. Puts it in jail. Puts the demolition man in jail, and it's the 5 ball is now his problem. All right, he's plotting the path of this cue ball here. He's going to come off with like a 3-rail kick. And he was going for the make. I can tell you that right now. And that was a really good hit. He was just slightly off for the make. King Kong banking that 5 in like it was nothing. Says, all right, let me scooch this 6 into the corner here and come around for that 8. I really didn't want to run into the 9, but whatever. I've still got this. I'll pocket this 8 and come back over here for this 9 in the side. No problemo. Okay, this is going to give, this is going to put, no, King Kong, excuse me, is not on the hill because he has to go to 6. So we have King Kong 4, Daniel Demolition Man 3, a 1-game lead. Although it's really a race to 2 at this point. They're even Steven now. They each need 2 games to win this match. Okay, so joining me in the booth here for this, the last 2 games of this match is going to be Truman. Back from his match. We'll find out how he did and bring him up to date here. So Truman, how did it go? Did you win?
I did. I wouldn't say I played well, but I got fortunate.
But you pulled it off.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Foch didn't play well, and he missed a couple. He missed some critical balls.
Yeah, I played him. That was my first match today, and he was not on. And
Foch
I definitely
is an awesome player, though. He's one of those. We're back.
Okay, so, Daniel just tried to do a 2-9 combination and kind of missed, but...
I guess he's got a window here. He's going to play this.
Yeah,
wow.
but it wasn't that big of a window, and I think he rushed that shot a little bit. But anyway, so I played botch. It was a little off.
Foch plays really well. I
But
like
he
his
does.
game.
He's generally a really strong player,
Yeah.
and you got to really beware when you play him.
And another one of those people who's just got a really strong level of emotional resolve to win.
Oh,
He
absolutely.
doesn't get weak very easily.
Okay, now I don't know what that is. I think he might have had his
kicking
attention
at
on
that?
that 2-9 combo miss, and he just didn't. I
You
think
know
he
what?
just took his attention off of the shot.
That 3-8.
Very unlike him.
He might have been luring King
Well, that's
Kong into
true.
that
That's
3-8
true.
combo that
Because
he doesn't want to deal with.
That's true, because we had that situation just the last rack with the
Yeah.
5 ball.
Yeah.
The 5 and the 9 were kind of tied up in this odd situation,
Yeah.
and everybody was missing the shots leading
Yeah.
into that area.
It's funny. It's like first person to the 3-ball loses, maybe.
That's right. That's right.
And he got
But
absolutely
it's pretty.
straight
It's
in
lined
on
up
it.
pretty good, though.
It's actually not good to be quite straight in here because it makes the 3-ball go faster. Yeah, when you're shooting combos, the good thing about having a little bit of angle is that the object ball travels a little bit slower.
Yes.
And you still get to have the same crispness of travel speed of the cue ball in that it won't curve without the object ball hitting the pocket at a high speed, which lets it play a little bigger. He's got to come out 2 rails here, and he underhit that. He might play this ball off of the 7.
Yeah.
I mean, these are tight pockets, but he still might play it. It is just laying so good for it. No, he's cutting it.
Says no. I'll just hit it in.
Yeah.
What's the problem here?
But the 9 ball requires good position here. So this is going to require a judicious stroke.
Well,
And this game ain't over yet.
no, it's not, because it just changed with that shot right there.
Absolutely. I found that the red circle played that line off of the ball, and look at this. The red circle
Safety
played
good.
that just a little bit more easily
Yes.
when the ball was gagged in the pocket.
I actually prefer the measle ball as a cue. As a cue ball, I think only because I'm so used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I go down to some of the tournaments now, and you have like the red dot or the red circle,
Yeah.
or I'm like completely thrown off, and then the cue ball's doing stuff that I'm like, what?
Oh yeah.
Why'd my cue ball do that?
Yeah. Playing
crazy.
pool is like speaking a language, and
Oh, yeah.
you're essentially communicating.
That I didn't expect right there.
I did. He was jacked up over that 9 ball.
Oh,
and
was
that-
he? I
yeah.
didn't see that part. Okay.
But I really feel like playing pool is the same thing as speaking a language with an execution element, and you just have to think natively in it. And different cue balls are like different dialects.
Oh, they sure are.
Awesome, came with it.
Beautiful stroke. Did not hold it quite enough, or
He might have just hit the wrong part of the pocket, which will
Yeah.
totally change where the cue ball goes. But I got a feeling he's going to bank this.
Yeah, he can bank this.
And he's probably going to hit it with the speed and spin to get the cue ball on the end rail. No, maybe not. He's going all out to make it. But look at this. He's not leaving. He didn't leave him a picnic. Definitely frustrated with himself there.
yeah. Well, I know, because he has been.
Bernardo's not lined up right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was lined up
Now
to
look at
undercut
this.
that
Yeah, you're
ball.
right. You're right. Boy, it's so easy to see that, from
yeah.
here and from that
When
angle.
you're not the one who's looking down the cue, you have perspective.
But
When
now
you're
look at
having-
this. He's
yeah,
on the
no.
rail. This is no
But
picnic.
What's okay here is if he overcuts this
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and he just plays to not scratch, all you have to do is pocket this. Try and what I like to do is play to overcut this or make it and hit it with the speed where it returns to where it's at. You don't necessarily have to sell out if you miss this. And
Well,
he still left him on the rail.
I'll tell you, yeah, none of these have been
I'm gonna
real,
say he's gonna make
especially
this
on
ball.
this table. Especially on
Yeah.
this table.
That
Unfortunately,
that was the one that
Yeah.
was really makeable.
Okay,
the
come
good
on,
news is-
Demolition Dan, you're not out yet.
He's got to go to
King
he's gotta
Kong
go to
is on the
6.
hill, though. Yeah,
So-
that does put him on the hill.
Yeah, it does. So does Daniel go to 5, or did he already take his game to where they're now? Does Daniel actually have 2 or 3?
No, Daniel has 3 games.
He's won 3, so he's
and he
only got
needs
to win 2 more.
Yes, he needs to win 2
Okay.
more. That's correct.
So if Daniel wins this game,
He can do it,
Yeah.
but King Kong's got to let him back to the table.
Oh, I got
For
to
sure.
He's going to come back to the table. I'm going to go
Well,
ahead.
on this table, yeah.
I'll give you even money if you wanted to take the...
No. I quit betting dollars on the stream. I have lost so many dollars on bets.
Yeah, running out here. Oh, well.
So I just
for sure.
kind of don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Predicting the break and run on this table.
No,
That's,
you can't. Not on this
no.
table, you can't.
I'll take even money on that.
Okay, now, I don't know whether I don't think he called push on that shot. And I don't think it was a good hit, but maybe he did call push. I'm not sure.
I guess we have to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's going to pretend like he was pushing. But
it did kind of look like he was pushing or
right.
trying to play safe.
But
One
you
or
know
the
what?
other.
I'd be surprised if... But give it back to him. Let him take this. This is tough.
I don't know.
That ball's frozen to the rail.
I don't know.
This
I
is
don't know what
not-
he's doing.
This is not a picnic.
You can
It's
ask
easy
him
to-
afterwards.
Yeah. Wow. What
Beautiful
a great
flipping shot. We got to clap for that one. That
Yeah,
deserves
absolutely.
Whoa.
The 4 here is going to require very good
I'm
position.
telling. See, my man can play.
Yeah, he sure can. That was a great shot. He's going to have to get. He's going to have to get good here on the 6. From the 4 to the 6 here is a critical shot.
Yeah.
He's got to spin it a lot and hit it soft, and he did it. He came with it. Unfortunately, he's kind of straight in.
Oh, he'll
so
draw
he's
back
gonna-
for this.
Yeah. Smooth stroke. And you want to get on the 9's side. Beautiful. And he got on the correct side of the 7 ball. As long as he's not over the 9.
Nah, he's all right. He's
not.
all right. It's perfect. He's perfect position
High
here. Uh-oh.
inside to check the cue ball up.
Uh-oh. What happened to the... oh, there we go.
Awesome. He's going to get out here.
Yeah, he certainly should.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't have to pound it to the rail. I don't know what he's doing.
No, he
here.
doesn't. He's going to roll. He's going to roll it.
Nice.
It's perfect. Beautiful.
Absolutely nice.
Wow. If I do say so myself, that was pretty strong. All right, we're clapping for the
Bernardo's
man
feeling
just
the
because
heat.
that was,
Hill.
you know,
Here we go.
that was really,
There's
that was a good out to put them on the hill now, a hill match, which is of course what we want to see. Makes it way more exciting. I'm going to let them both know. Good luck. Good luck to both of you. All right, I have to be impartial and fair now,
I'm going to wish for no luck, but
Well, no, that just, it's like
Yeah.
break a leg, It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's the...
but to be frank, I'm going to go ahead and say I'd prefer. Nah, I won't pick any favorites. All right, I'll keep my mouth shut. Did
Yeah,
he make a ball?
we can't.
3, 6,
Yeah, he
8.
made a ball.
Awesome. He's got to clear the 3
Yeah,
here.
ball
and
down.
Hopefully he gets an angle where he can just roll the 2 ball in.
Yeah.
But you got to kind of jam this ball in to get around that 3 ball, which really makes the pocket play like a thimble.
That's true. So five ball down on the break.
Man.
But
He's-
Daniel's got this.
he's looking
He's
to play
got
the
the
2.
stroke for these kinds of
If
shots.
he lags this ball in, that's going to be a hairy shot on the 2. I think you just got to... Oh. Well, you know what, though?
Well, at least
not the
he
end of
didn't
the world,
scratch.
but exactly, because he can still bring out his jump cue, and,
Yeah, well,
and the
he
9
could.
ball's going to get some play here.
Yeah. And he's so good at jumping.
Awesome. You just got to make contact. You have to make contact with the ball. And as long as he does, the 9 ball's in play, he's got 5 balls down there that he could get the 2 behind. And even if he just gives Bernardo anything shy of ball in hand, he's still got to run out on this table. So, yeah.
Beautiful shot. Oh
my God.
Okay, sorry, folks.
Are you
We're getting a little
serious?
unruly here in the booth, and
And of course you got straight in. That's how
We're-
you know you hit it good. Is there's
we're
some
clapping.
secret little negative part of it. But
Holy
this here is
cow.
going to take a ridiculous stroke because of over the 9 straight in and has to get 12 feet of travel away.
no kidding. This is
I think
going to
he's
be a
gonna
hell
go
of a
with
shot
inside
here.
to try and get by the 7 ball. Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
this.
oh, oh,
okay,
oh.
now this is the Daniel
Not
luck
over yet.
factor.
It's
Okay, guys,
it's
I'm just
it's
telling
okay. You know what?
And King
He's
Kong's
not
over here
lucky until
smiling.
he runs out.
I know, but still, I have to tell you, I play him at home all the time.
Oh.
This happens all
Well,
the
good.
time.
Well,
You know, and we laugh about it
Yeah.
anymore. Like, you know, I'll look at him like, yeah, you were trying to do that,
yeah.
and I'll get the grin will come out.
Well,
You know,
The 3 rail is really the only way to get position there. That's the thing.
well, you know,
He
it
could
does help to get a little lucky roll now and again in this
Oh,
game
yeah.
for sure.
Well, your opponent's going to get him, so of course.
That's right. Okay.
Oh, but this
It's
isn't all
okay.
bad.
That's okay. He's safety in play. You know, he's always looking at where's the cue ball going to go if
Yeah.
I miss.
So he's going to kick softly into the back of this with inside English.
Yeah, but
and if
then-
it hits the, yep, there you go. That was a problem with kicking there. He just wanted to ignore that those balls are there.
Yeah.
And now he's complaining like he got a bad roll, but he didn't get a bad roll. The 7-9 were sitting there.
Yeah.
And the 4 ball had nowhere that it could travel unless he was planning the path through it. So I don't know where he's playing the 6 ball. I guess he's floating forward but hitting it low. Oh my God!
Oh, boy, that almost did not go. That was I
went
had a
5
heart attack
rails.
on that one.
I think he's going to get out here. I think he's going to win this match.
I think he might.
I really think he's going to get out here. If he gets on the correct side of
I
this
just
7
don't
ball,
want to give him commentator's curse.
No,
That's
no,
all.
no. He's gotten on the correct side of this 7 ball.
No, it's looking good. It's looking good.
As
That's
long as
true.
he doesn't get straight in.
Well, he just needs to keep us cool.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
No, he's out. This is,
Keep us cool.
I
Keep
like
the
it
stroke
in here.
going,
Yeah.
and all will be well.
Cinch this ball. Don't even think about anything. Just cinch it.
All right, come on, honey bunny. I got to root for my man. You know.
Stand up for a second. Look at it again if you have to. Cinch it.
Absolutely.
Play it into the big side of the pocket. And he did.
Oh,
Bam.
it's looking pretty good, isn't
Shake his
it?
hand, Bernardo.
It's
This
looking
shit's
pretty
over.
good. How's that for a prediction? Okay, Dan the Man and Demolition
Hill
Dan
and Hill.
took down a tough back and forth match
A
here with
shortstop,
King
no
Kong.
less. I mean,
You know, so
Bernardo
hats
Tavez
off to
is a
him.
serious player. Great play.
We are, you know, obviously I'm very happy that he won, and
Yeah.
and yes, he had some luck. He says I got lucky, and yeah, that's true. But
he didn't,
we'll all take some luck.
He did not luck the 9 in. He had to come with the run out.
Yeah,
behind
that's
it.
right. That's right.
And he came with that run out with all the heat on him, the camera, the tightest table that I know of. And he came with it and he ran it out smoothly. He didn't get lucky on position once. He didn't, you know, he came with it in those last 5 balls and all the pressure was there.
Okay, so that
Nice
ends
job.
off this winner's match, and we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back in a minute and give you the details